So I didn't make a video about how to do this whole job because I was kind of lazy, and there's other videos online. I just wanted to have share a couple of tips if you're replacing front lower control arms on an e46. I would say it's pretty much similar on almost all the models. So what I had the hardest time with was this ball joint right here, getting it free. The reason is I'm not 100% sure. I went at it, initially I went at it with this fork. It's a ball joint remover fork. And we probably worked on it, we heated it, we hammered probably for an hour and didn't get anywhere besides damaging the fork, damaging the old control arm. Then I opened this one, which I had gotten at the same time, should have tried it earlier. This is a tie rod end fork, and it's a little bit smaller, it's narrower, it's about 3/4 of an inch between. The width is about the same. Honestly, it took about 5 minutes. May have been free first. When I went to do this side, I went at it with this. It took about 5 minutes. It was much easier. Could be coincidence. Seems likely it was the fork. This one, same thing. Didn't take real long. On this side, I actually haven't freed this here yet. That's next. I just was working on, let me get a light in here, freeing that nut right there, and that was extremely difficult, mainly because it's just, there's not a lot of movement. You gotta go, I'm filming from the front of the car right now. It's much easier. Well, I don't think there's a way to reach it from the back side, whereas on this side, on that nut, you can reach it from the back side, probably easier. Both directions, pretty sure the only tool you're really going to use is a wrench. You might be able to get a socket in if you have the right socket set up, but a wrench is what you need, and it's a 21 mil wrench. I don't have a 21 mil wrench, I need to get one, because there's no imperial size that is equivalent enough. This was a tight nut. Like, it didn't break free that hard, but it took a lot of turning to get it out. A lot of stiff turn. Very hard. Very hard on the arms. I've got the car on lift. I think this would have been a lot harder if it was not on lift, but I mean, I'm sure it's doable. In terms of which point, I don't think it matters which one you break free first. Like, I just leave the nut, I loosen the nut all the way off, then leave it on a little bit and then break it free. And then you can pull those out. Hopefully they're not on there too tight. I have not this time around, but before I did break one of these bolts off in there, and what I was able to do was I welded a nut on, and the heat, it came right out. But it was broken off flush or sticking out even a little bit. So it was easy to weld a nut on. Some situations you might have to improvise. That's kind of a nightmare. Yeah, so that's about it. That's just what I wanted to say. Mainly just the difference in the forks. The narrow fork seems to work way better. I'll just show you as an example. Both of these were brand new. That's how much pounding we did on that one. That's how much pounding I've done. Well, that's two ball joints worth on that one. So a lot more on this one. So that's it. Maybe I'll just show a quick video of me busting that one free as well.